Hello everyone and welcome to course of Google Cloud Platform by Telcoma Technologies. You can find the full course of this at telcomaglobal.com. So let's discuss about Google Cloud Platform. So if we talk about the types of the cloud services, we have public cloud providers like Google, Amazon and Microsoft. They offer a range of services for deploying their computing, storage, networking and other infrastructure to run a wide array of business services and applications. Google Cloud Platform, it is a public cloud service. It offers some of the same technologies used by the Google to deliver its own products. So some cloud users are new companies that start in the cloud. They have never owned their own hardware and software. Other cloud customers are enterprises with multiple data centers that use the public clouds to supplement their data centers. Different kinds of users have different requirements. So a company that starts on the cloud can choose services that best fits its application and architectural needs without having to consider their existing infrastructure. So public cloud providers offer services they mainly fall into four categories: compute resources, storage, networking and specialized services such as machine learning services. Let's talk about compute resources. So compute resources, it comes in variety of forms in public clouds like virtual machines, managed Kubernetes clusters and serverless computing. Virtual machines are a basic unit of computing resources and a good starting point for experimenting with the cloud. After you create an account, the cloud service provider provides you billing information. We can use the portal or CLI command line tool to create virtual machine. Google Cloud Platform offers a variety of pre-configured virtual machines with a varying number of virtual CPUs and amounts of memory. We can create a custom configuration also with this. So when we create, we have to log in and administer it. We have a full access to virtual machine. We can configure the file system, add the storage, patch operating system and install packages. Also, there is the option of load balancers and autoscalers. Next is managed Kubernetes clusters. GCP gives you the tools to create and manage cluster of servers. Many cloud users would rather focus on their application and not the task needed to keep the cluster of server up and running. For those users, managed clusters are a good option. Managed clusters make use of containers. A container is like a lightweight virtual machines that isolate processes running in one container from processes running in another container on the same server. We can also specify autoscaling parameters to optimize the number of containers running. So containers are a good options when we need to run applications that depend upon multiple microservices running in the environment. Serverless computing. Both virtual machines and managed Kubernetes cluster require some level of effort to configure and administer computing resources. So this is basically an approach which allows developers and application administrators to run their code in a computing environment, and that doesn't require setting up virtual machines or clusters. GCP has two serverless computing options: Application Engine and Cloud Function. Application Engine is used for applications and containers that run for extended periods of time, such as website backend, point of sale system, or any application. So the Cloud Function is a platform for running code in response to an event, such as uploading a file or adding a message to a message queue. Now let's talk about storage. We have object storage, file storage, block storage and caches. Object storage. It is a system that manages the use of storage in terms of objects or blocks. Usually these objects are files, but it is not important to know that files are not stored in conventional file system. Objects are grouped into bucket and each bucket has its own URL. It is serverless. File storage services, it provides a hierarchical storage system for files. Google Cloud Platform has a file storage service which is known as File Store, and it is based on Network File System NFS storage system. File storage is suitable for applications that require operating system like file access to file. Block storage, and it uses a fixed size blocks data structure which is known as block to organize data. So in a Linux file system, 4 KB is a common block size. Relational database often write directly to blocks, but they use larger size such as 8 KB or more. It is available on disks that are attached to virtual machines in a Google Cloud platform. Caches are in-memory data stores that maintain fast access to data. The time it takes to retrieve data is called as latency. So devices within the Google Cloud Platform can have both internal and external addresses. Caches are totally volatile. We lose the data stored in the cache when the power is lost or operating system is rebooted. Networking. Each network accessible device or service in an environment, it needs an IP address. Internal addresses are accessible only to services in your internal, and external one can be static or ephemeral. When working in the cloud, we need to work with networking between your cloud resources and your own premises system. When we have multiple virtual machines running in an environment, we're likely to manage the IP address of this. Specialized services. Now, most cloud service providers offer these services which can be used as building blocks for applications or a part of workflow. They are serverless. We do not need to configure servers or clusters. They provide a specific function like translating text or analyzing images. They provide an application programming interface to access the functionality. So specialized services encapsulate advanced computing capabilities and make them accessible to the developers who are not experts in domains like natural language processing or any machine learning. Specialized services in Google Cloud Platform: AutoML, machine learning service; Cloud Natural Language, which is a service for analyzing text; Cloud Vision for analyzing images; Cloud Interface API, it is a service for computing correlation over the time series data. Thank you.